Once upon a time, in a lush and vibrant forest, lived a curious little boy named Toby. His best friend wasn't another child, but a fluffy, long-eared rabbit named Leela. Their days were filled with laughter, hide and seek among the giant trees, and picnics by the sparkling brook. The forest was their playground, a world painted in every color imaginable. But one morning, something was wrong. Toby woke up and noticed the bright red of his favorite berries was a dull, pale pink. Leela's twitching nose pointed towards the normally brilliant yellow daffodils, which now looked like faded butter. "Leela, look!" Toby whispered, his eyes wide. "The colors, they're disappearing." Leela thumped her foot nervously. The emerald green of the leaves was turning a sickly gray, and the brilliant blue sky looked washed out. A strange, silent sadness was creeping over their home. The forest was losing its magic. Determined to save their beautiful world, Toby packed a small bag with a water flask and some carrots for Leela. "We have to do something," he declared, his voice full of courage. "We have to find the colors and bring them back." With a brave nod, Leela hopped onto his shoulder, and their great adventure began. They ventured deeper into the woods than ever before, into a part of the forest where ancient legends were said to live. Their first stop was a crystal river, a stream that used to shimmer with 1,000 lights. Now, it flowed slowly, its waters murky and gray. Sitting sadly on a rock was a magnificent lion with a golden mane that had lost its shine. He introduced himself as Leo. "The river has lost its sparkle because the forest has lost its joy," he sighed, his deep voice rumbling. "To find what you seek, you must follow the sound of silence, where the birds no longer sing." He pointed a large paw towards a distant, quiet valley. Thanking Leo, Toby and Leela continued their journey, their hope a tiny, flickering flame in the growing gray. They traveled to the Valley of Singing Birds. It was eerily quiet. The trees were bare and colorless, and the air was still. High up on a branch, they saw a little monkey named Mimi, huddled and shivering, her once playful brown fur now a dull, dusty shade. "The songs have gone because the flowers have no scent," she chattered sadly. "Our music was inspired by their bright petals. To bring back the music, you must climb to the highest peak, where the sky meets the earth, and ask the wisest one." She pointed a tiny finger towards a towering mountain in the distance, its peak hidden in the clouds. With Mimi's clue, Toby and Leela began the long climb up Rainbow Mountain. The path was steep and rocky, but they helped each other, Toby lifting Leela over big stones, and Leela finding the safest footholds. The air grew thinner and colder. Finally, they reached the summit. Perched on a high ledge was a great owl with feathers like silver moonlight. This was Sora, the wise owl. Her large, intelligent eyes blinked slowly. "I have been waiting for you," she hooted softly. "The colors have faded because the forest's heart is weak. Grayness and fear have dimmed its light." Sora looked at Toby and Leela, her gaze kind. "But the heart is not lost. It is hidden. To find it, you must look not with your eyes, but with your friendship. The courage you've shown, the kindness you've shared, that is the real magic." Sora then revealed a hidden cave behind a waterfall of mist. "The heart of colors is inside. It responds only to true friendship and a brave spirit." Taking a deep breath, Toby and Leela entered the cave. In the center, a large, crystalline gem rested on a pedestal. It was glowing faintly, but its light was weak and flickering. It was a heart of colors. Toby reached out a hand, and Leela placed her soft paw next to his on the gem. They thought of their beautiful home, of Leo and Mimi, of all the joy the forest held. They remembered their laughter, their games, and the strength they gave each other. "We're in this together," Toby whispered. As he spoke, a brilliant light erupted from the gem. A wave of pure, dazzling color pulsed outwards, washing over them. It surged out of the cave, a vibrant tidal wave of light. The energy shot down the mountain, racing through the valley of singing birds. Mimi watched in amazement as the flowers bloomed in an instant, their colors more brilliant than ever. A cheerful melody filled the air as the birds began to sing their joyful songs again. The wave of color rushed to the crystal river. Leo the lion roared with delight as his mane regained its golden sheen, and the river began to sparkle with 1,000 diamond-like reflections. The wave continued, spreading through every corner of the forest. The leaves turned a deep, healthy green, the berries a juicy red, and the sky a perfect, brilliant blue. The entire forest was alive again, bursting with color and energy. Toby and Leela emerged from the cave to see the most incredible sight. A massive, glowing rainbow arched across the sky, a promise of hope and happiness. Back in the heart of the forest, all the animals gathered to celebrate. Leo, Mimi, and Sora joined Toby and Leela, dancing and laughing under the beautiful rainbow. The forest was not just restored. It was more vibrant and full of life than ever before. Toby hugged Leela tightly. They had learned that true magic wasn't just in a glowing gem, but in friendship, courage, and the love we have for our home. And from that day on, the forest of lost colors was never lost again.